see him.
I'm gonna shoot this one at 100.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2.
I'm Thomas. I'm a hunter and a night hunter by trade. We've been out in the woods at night for as long as I can remember. My dad and I would sit there and shoot BBs at the spider's eyes in the reflection of the headlights of the Chevy. And now we travel around Texas and Oklahoma and put piles of dogs in the truck.
I've done some TV shows before. Yeah. I have done some TV and...
Y'all don't know this, but Isaac's kind of locally hated and known worldwide.
Yeah, definitely so.
My name is Matt. I spend all my time in the dark. Put a lot of time and effort into this hobby. This isn't for everybody. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and most importantly, you gotta be able to stay up past your bedtime.
No, this is my favorite thing to do. There's nothing like it.
This is unscripted, real hunts, real nights. This is field tested.
I turn a blind eye to a hog.
Well, you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna say pass on pigs, and then we're not gonna see any coyotes.
No, there's 13 coyotes here. They've been here both times I've looked in the last 5 days.
Well, then why are we talking about pigs?
I'm just saying there's going to be pigs on the way to the coyotes.
Not in the same field?
Maybe.
We have to shoot our way into there?
We're going to have to defend ourselves on the way to the coyotes.
Yeah, you know, the feeling you get every night when you're going out, it's a lot the same. The excitement, you never know how the dogs are going to play.
Every time you pull up and kill the truck, start to get out, grab your gun, grab the call, grab your scanner, there's just always that little bit of anticipation and nervousness. You know, you're hoping that, of course, something comes in, and is it going to take 30 seconds or is it going to take 30 minutes? The thing with animals, you just never know.
It used to be we would look for that eye shine. You know, you'd be sitting there on a wooden jackrabbit call, and a lot of that excitement stays the same, even though the equipment's a lot different. You know, now we're looking at the remote and looking for a thermal signature out there. Coyotes are a tricky critter. They're smart, they're sneaky. It takes a lot of planning and a lot of understanding their behavior to be able to outsmart them.
Once that trigger goes off and that coyote starts making a beeline straight towards you, that's what it's all about.
1, 2, 3. Good job. Let's find the next one.
That was good stuff, right?
I think there's a little bit of, getting to know each other.
Yeah, well, you started lip sweeping, and I was like, I got this dude dead to rights.
Well, you hit him.
Yeah, that one stop. That one.
I think I killed that one dead in his track.
No, that worked out good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think the rest of the night's just going to get even better.
Yeah, dude. I mean, hey,
Off to a good start.
if it plays out like that,
You kill, 7 in on the first stand?
I mean, I think
Maybe
I saw
more.
at least 8 or 9.
There were definitely a
and
couple hanging out. I mean, it was 1,000 yards to that tree line.
I saw another one behind the trees working across.
They're different up here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's right. They're hungry. Yeah, that was some good shooting. Cool. Dude, they made us earn it.
Mm-hmm. We called for maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes before the first 2 ran in. Knocked those 2 down pretty easy. But then after that, things got a little western.
I got him. Clapped his ass.
One thing I've learned about coyote hunting is just because you shoot one doesn't mean that more won't come.
Get the
call running, switch sounds up a little bit, and sure enough, here come another one, and then another one, and then another one. And next thing I know, we had coyotes just all over this field.
Yes, sir. Good shot.
Man, there's nothing like watching a bunch of dogs crash the call. And then it's about reading that behavior and trying to figure out what moves I can make to make sure that they close the gap and we seal the deal.
Oh, another header. Right there.
All right, good job, guys. Roll the next one.
4 stands, 4 coyotes.
Smoke him if you got him, boys!
Ain't skunked yet.
If you'd hurry up, we'd go shoot some more.
You know, there's something primal about being out there in the dark and convincing a peak predator that you are something that they want to come hang out with. And then you become the predator.
So with pig hunting, we always have a little bit different tactic than with coyotes because it's kind of the opposite. Coyotes, we're trying to call them in so we can see them and shoot them. Pigs, we see them, get as close as possible, and just let loose.
Is everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, about to start the count. 3, 2, 1.
Got a piece. Yeah, that one's good now.
At least two. There's at least 2 dead.
Yeah. Hey, dude, that was pretty fun, huh? Big Sal.
Yeah?
300-yard poke on this one, 320 to where Matt's at.
East. Yeah, there's 2 back there. Very normal.
Yeah, dude, every one of them's huge. Look at this freaking thing. Freaking monster. Look at this. That's pretty good. Just under the head from 300 yards with these bullets, probably a 5 or 6 inch drop. Yeah, they knew something was up, but they couldn't pin it down fast enough.
They also just didn't really want to leave all this wheat.
No, they were in a good spot. Looking back, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ground, 5 underneath us and 6 behind us, all in a pretty good line here.
You know, just like how we're taking out these coyotes to try and save livestock and wildlife, on the other hand, we want to kill as many pigs as possible because of the millions of dollars of damage they do every year to farm and crops. These pigs, they'll move through a wheat field and just destroy it in a night. It is just almost unfathomable how much damage these hogs can do until you've walked across a rooted up field, nearly tripping and breaking your ankle from all the damage that they've done.
Stinky one.
I noticed in the thermal smoke roll this color.
Yeah, this one was a big wet one in the back that I shot at.
Out here in the dark, there's no margin for error. Either your gear performs or the hunt ends early.
Being able to use thermals is like having a sixth sense. You just are able to see so much more at night and experience things that the majority of the population will never know.
Matt, dude, good job on the gun.
Back to work tomorrow.
That's right. Hey, it doesn't feel like a Tuesday, does
Right.
it?
There's a moment right after the sun drops when the world goes quiet. No noise, just darkness and everything that moves inside it. This is when our day actually starts. When most people are headed inside, we're stepping out. Thermal ready, gun ready, letting the night show us what the daylight never will. They call it night hunting, but it's more than that. It's patience, it's awareness, and it's trusting your gear and your instincts when you can't see 10 feet in front of you.
I've got the power. I've got the power in me. I've got the power. I've got the power in me.
This is what it's all about.